Leon Russell, one of the musical legends of the 20th century, is not only famous for his diverse musical talent, but also for his life full of ups and downs. From his early days in the music industry to his unexpected tragic end, his story has always attracted attention. But did you know that behind that halo is a life full of hardships and challenges? Let's explore the life and tragic end of Leon Russell in this video. Early years and early career. Leon Russell, whose real name is Claude Russell Bridges, was born on April 2, 1942, in Lawton, Oklahoma, USA, into a family with little money but a passion for music. From a very young age, Leon showed his difference from his peers when he demonstrated outstanding talent in playing the piano. His mother, who had a deep passion for music, was the first person to inspire Leon, as she often played the piano and sang to him. The family environment and the influence of his mother created a solid foundation for Leon to pursue a musical path from his early years. With his natural talent and strong passion for music, Leon began learning the piano at the age of 4 and quickly developed his ability in different musical genres. Although he was classically trained from a young age, Leon never turned away from modern music. He spent a lot of time studying jazz, rock, blues, and even folk music, which helped him develop a very unique and creative musical style. Leon joined bands at school and in the local community during high school, starting to try his hand at small performances, which also helped him gradually build a name for himself in the Oklahoma music community. However, not satisfied with his development in his hometown, Leon decided to leave Oklahoma in search of greater opportunities. After graduating from high school in 1959, Leon Russell moved to Los Angeles to pursue a professional music career. This city, which was then the center of the music industry, opened up great opportunities for Leon. Upon arriving in Los Angeles, he quickly became part of the vibrant music community there, where he collaborated with many famous artists. Thanks to his virtuoso playing and unique songwriting ability, Leon made a strong impression and began participating in recording sessions, contributing to albums by big names such as The Byrds, Frank Sinatra, and Phil Spector. Leon not only played piano for famous artists, but also contributed to writing and arranging songs, helping to shape the music of the top names of the time. Although his career in Los Angeles began primarily as a collaborative musician, Leon quickly established himself in the music industry with his creative talent and ability to combine music from many genres. Leon Russell's musical career was not limited to performing, but also extended to the role of music production, where he made great contributions to creating new sounds for the artists he collaborated with. It was the unique combination of jazz, rock, blues, and classical elements that helped Leon Russell gain strong attention from both professionals and fans. After a long time of collaborating and contributing to many major music projects, Leon Russell decided to develop a solo career in the early 1970s. His debut album, Leon Russell, was released in 1970, creating an important milestone in his career. This album not only helped Leon affirm his name, but also demonstrated his unlimited creativity in music. Songs in the album such as A Song for You, Delta Lady, and Hummingbird became hits, loved not only in the music community, but also in the hearts of fans. The album was not only a commercial success, but also received critical acclaim for Leon's creativity and originality in mixing music. Thanks to his sophisticated and creative mixing abilities, Russell's album quickly became one of the most important albums in contemporary music at that time. The success of his debut album opened a new path for Leon, making him one of the prominent musicians in the music industry at that time. Shortly after the success of his debut album, Leon Russell continued to release impressive music products and became a beloved name in the music industry. His tours also quickly attracted large audiences, and he became one of the most famous artists of the 70s. Leon also built a loyal fan base who loved the combination of rock, blues, jazz, and the strange sounds he created. Leon Russell's big break in his career came in 2010 when he collaborated with Elton John on the album The Union. This was an exciting musical project and received a warm reception from the public. The album was not only a commercial success, but also highly appreciated by critics, highlighting the fusion of the two artists' musical styles. The collaboration between Leon Russell and Elton John not only brought musical success, but also helped Russell once again affirm his position in the international music scene. Career change. In the 1980s, after a decade of hit albums and international tours, Leon Russell began to tire of the glamorous life of a famous artist. The stress of constant performing, combined with the pressures of the music industry, left him feeling stuck and needing time to find himself. Although his music career was still going strong, and his albums continued to be well received, Leon Russell gradually reduced his performing activities and began to seek a more peaceful life away from the spotlight. By this time, he had achieved incredible success, but the mental and physical fatigue left him no longer enthusiastic about continuing to pursue the noisy and stressful life of the stage. During the late 80s and early 90s, Leon decided to step back and focus on writing and recording in a less noisy environment. He also began to branch out into other areas of music, including working as a producer for other artists, rather than continuing to be the center of attention. This was a period when he felt he needed a major career change. However, this did not mean that Leon had completely given up on music. Although he rarely appeared on the big stage, he maintained his recording career and continued to write for other artists, contributing behind the scenes. He produced less new music during these years than he had in the previous period, and this absence only added to the mystery surrounding his private life. By the mid-90s, Leon was also facing some health issues. Physical problems and mental fatigue prevented him from continuing to participate in performing activities as before. He focused on taking care of his health and spending more time with his family while maintaining a quieter life. Leon Russell even had long periods of complete absence from the public, causing his career to fall into a less prominent period. Despite reducing his performing activities, Leon continued to receive great respect in the music industry, especially from his colleagues and longtime fans. His introverted personality and absence from the public made music lovers admire him even more and regret his silence. However, in the following decade, Leon Russell gradually returned to smaller performances and less noisy musical projects, but his absence from the center of the big stages somewhat closed a glorious period in his career. However, this shift opened a new phase in Leon Russell's life, where he was no longer just a performer, but also a passionate music creator, finding peace and joy in the work he loved. In addition to his career struggles, Leon Russell also faced the breakdown of his relationships, especially his marriage. Despite being a creative and famous person, Leon could not avoid the difficulties in his family life, which contributed to the tragic end of his life. The breakdown of personal relationships. Leon was first married to Mary McCreary, a singer and actress in the music industry. Mary was also an art enthusiast, and their marriage started well. They shared a passion for music and had a happy time. However, the stressful life in the music industry hurt their relationship. Both had busy schedules, were often apart, and did not have enough time to nurture their relationship. Leon, during this period, also had to deal with problems related to unhealthy habits, especially alcohol and drug abuse, which created an invisible distance between them. The relationship gradually became strained, and eventually, they decided to separate. However, throughout their time together, Leon always showed love and respect for Mary. He did not want to separate, but sometimes uncontrollable things made it impossible for them to continue living together. This was a great sadness for Leon, who always considered music and family as the two pillars of his life. However, even though they no longer lived together, they maintained a friendly relationship and respected each other after the divorce. Although Leon's career was very successful and he found joy in music, problems in family relationships were not easy. After his first divorce, Leon married a second time, to Janet, a woman who had supported him through his difficult times. Janet and Leon had many happy years together, building a family and having children. However, Leon's health, combined with his unstable lifestyle, gradually eroded their relationship. Leon struggled with increasingly serious health problems, including heart problems and dependence on alcohol and drugs. His physical and mental pain had a profound impact on his family life. The conflicts in his relationship with Janet became more serious when Leon was unable to spend enough time with his family. His demanding music career and the need to continue creating took up all his time and energy, causing him to neglect his family responsibilities. Although Janet tried to help Leon through these difficulties, the lack of affection and quality family time caused their relationship to fall into disarray. Janet expressed frustration with Leon's inability to control his lifestyle, and his health problems exacerbated the situation. After a long struggle, they decided to separate, marking the end of a relationship that they both had placed great hope in. The breakdown of personal relationships caused a major change in Leon Russell's life. Years of health struggles, addiction, and painful breakups left him more alone than ever. Although music remained an important part of his life, the trauma in his personal life had a profound impact on his spirit. Leon has admitted that he has had difficulty maintaining a stable relationship due to his overfocus on his music career and unresolved personal issues. Leon Russell is a man who yearns for love and connection with others, but external factors have prevented him from finding lasting happiness in personal relationships. However, he has always tried to overcome these challenges and continue to dedicate himself to music. The ups and downs in Leon's life and career not only highlight his resilience, but also serve as a lesson in the need to maintain a balance between work, family, and personal health. In the final years of his career, Leon Russell not only had to deal with mental fatigue from the pressures of work and life, but he also struggled with serious health problems, especially those related to his heart. Years of dedication to music, combined with a stressful lifestyle and constant work, took a toll on his body. Poor health. One of the major milestones in Leon Russell's life was in 2001 when he was rushed to the hospital for surgery due to a serious heart problem. He was diagnosed with a heart condition and underwent heart surgery to treat it. Although the surgery was successful, the recovery process made it clear that his health needed to be closely monitored and that he needed to make lifestyle changes to live longer and healthier. This was a sign that Leon could no longer maintain the form of his youthful and energetic years when music and work were always his top priorities. A stressful lifestyle and an imbalance between work and rest took a toll on Leon's health. Long hours of non-stop work, constant touring, and lack of sleep took a toll on his physical and mental health. The lack of sleep left him physically exhausted, while the pressures of work and the music industry left him with little time to take care of himself and his family. Although there were times when he felt resilient and continued to dedicate himself to music, these unhealthy habits reduced his quality of life and made him realize that he needed to make changes to live longer. In addition to his heart health issues, Leon Russell also had to deal with bad habits that had been ingrained in his life for many years. One of the biggest issues he struggled with was alcohol and drug use, especially in the early years of his career. The allure of the wild lifestyle of the artist community at that time, with all-night parties, meetings with famous artists, and constant partying, led to Leon starting to use stimulants such as alcohol and drugs. This was an indispensable part of the lives of many famous artists at that time. But for Leon, these stimulants became hidden enemies, silently destroying his health and personal life. Leon Russell once admitted that his habit of using alcohol and drugs was a savoir-faire way for him to relieve himself from the constant stress and pressure of work. However, this created a vicious cycle that he could not escape. The use of stimulants, even if only temporarily to feel better, gradually made him lose control of his life and health. Drugs and alcohol became an indispensable part of his life, even though he knew that they were destroying his body every day. Not only affecting his physical health, this addiction also seriously affected Leon's relationships. His relationships with his wife, children, friends, and colleagues were all negatively affected by his lack of control over his living habits. Alcohol and drugs alienated him from his loved ones and created a great distance between him and the people around him. Despite being a talented and famous artist, years of addiction and unhealthy lifestyle left him facing loneliness and great losses in his life. In addition, maintaining a stressful work schedule, along with the habit of consuming stimulants, also damaged Leon's professional relationships. Long nights of playing music and attending parties gradually made him lose his clarity and professional spirit, leading to several conflicts and failed musical collaborations. Although his musical talent was undeniable, his personal and health problems reduced his ability to contribute to the music industry. Although Leon went through periods of rehab, the effects of this lifestyle lingered, impacting his work decisions and impairing his creativity for years. And this led to a sad death. The death of Leon Russell. Leon Russell, one of the most famous musicians and music producers in history, passed away on November 13, 2016, in Nashville, Tennessee. His passing left the entire music world shocked and saddened. Leon Russell, who had a long and impressive career in the music industry, passed away at the age of 74, after many years of dedication to his art and also facing serious health problems. At the time of his death, Leon Russell was living in Nashville, where he had built a large part of his career and found peace after years of constant touring and stress in his life. According to official announcements from his family and representatives, the main cause of Leon Russell's death was a serious heart condition. He had suffered from heart problems for many years, and despite undergoing heart surgery in 2001, his health continued to deteriorate in the last years of his life. Doctors said that despite regular treatment and monitoring, the heart condition took his life suddenly. As soon as the news of Leon Russell's death was announced, the reactions from fans, friends, and colleagues in the music community were swift and strong. Although he had lived a tumultuous and challenging life, Leon Russell was always loved for his great musical talent and generous personality. Thousands of fans around the world shared tributes, wrote about his great impact on music, and reminisced about memorable moments in his career. Many artists and celebrities in the music industry also expressed their condolences to Leon Russell's family and friends. Artists such as Elton John, Tom Petty, Bonnie Raitt, and many other big names in the music community have spoken out to pay tribute to Leon's musical legacy. Elton John, who collaborated with Leon Russell on his 2010 album The Union, said that he considered Leon a mentor and an invaluable friend. Elton described Leon as one of the most talented musicians he had ever known, and an important part of music history. The music community has also paid tribute to Leon Russell through memorials and special events. Several concerts have been held to honor his life and career, featuring artists who have collaborated with Leon in the past. Music fans gathered to share stories of Leon's profound impact on music, from hits like A Song for You to his musical output throughout his career. While Leon Russell's passing is a huge loss to the music industry and his fans, his contributions to music will live on forever. His musical legacy is not only preserved through his albums and timeless hits, but also through the stories of his life and the lessons he left for generations of artists. Leon Russell was not only a talented musician, but also a pioneer in innovating and developing music, bringing a breath of fresh air to music lovers around the world. Leon Russell's passing on November 13, 2016, marked the end of an important chapter in music history. However, his legacy lives on, and his music will always be an integral part of global musical culture. Legacy and lasting influence. Leon Russell was not only a talented artist, but also a versatile musical icon, having a profound influence on many musical genres, from rock to country to blues. His career, spanning over 5 decades, was not only marked by his role as a musician, but also by his great success as a music producer, songwriter, and pioneer in combining musical genres to create unique and innovative works. Leon Russell was one of the people who helped shape the music of the 1970s, and his influence continues to this day. He was a pioneer in combining musical genres, creating a unique musical style that many other artists have been influenced by. With his excellent songwriting ability and talent for playing many instruments, Russell has built a career that has not only flourished in the field of songwriting, but also affirmed his name in the roles of music production, bringing a new wave to the music industry. Leon Russell has had a profound influence on genres such as rock, blues, and country, from famous works with the Byrds, the Beach Boys, and other legendary artists such as Frank Sinatra, to songs written by himself. He has brought a perfect combination of rock and roll music and the sound of American folk music. It is this combination that has created musical products that are both fresh, accessible to a wide audience, while enriching the pop and rock genres of the 1970s. In particular, songs like A Song for You have become classics in music history, not only attracting fans, but also being covered by many other artists. This song, along with many others, showcases the sophistication of Leon Russell's songwriting, with its catchy melodies and emotional lyrics that express sadness, heartbreak, and hope. Leon Russell has not only been successful as a singer and songwriter, but has also distinguished himself as a music producer. His contributions to the production have resulted in innovative and timeless albums. Russell has collaborated with many famous artists, producing albums and songs that bear his peak, taking their music to new heights. One of his greatest successes was his participation in the production of Joe Cocker's Mad Dogs and Englishmen, an iconic album of the 1970s. Russell not only played a major role in shaping Joe Cocker's music, but also helped make this album one of the most memorable works in rock history. His production creativity has brought complex and dense arrangements to Cocker's music, creating an unforgettable musical experience. In addition to producing for artists such as Joe Cocker, Leon Russell has also produced for many other artists, including famous singers and bands such as the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, and other prominent groups. His work has not only created hits, but also helped artists affirm their unique musical style. One of the things that makes Leon Russell a unique artist is his ability to blend many musical genres into his compositions. Throughout his career, he has blended elements of rock, country, blues, gospel, and jazz into his music. This has made his music diverse, attractive, and always fresh. Russell was not only a composer, but also a creator of very special harmonies, bringing a completely different feeling compared to what people saw in the music of that time. His music was not limited to any genre, but instead was a cross-pollination of music, creating a very unique musical style. For example, he used traditional blues music and combined it with modern rock elements, creating a unique identity for himself in songs like Tightrope or Lady Blue. Do you remember any Leon Russell songs that left a deep impression on you? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates. Thank you, and see you in the next videos.